Hello. Today, we would like to talk about the use of labels to describe people in society and how they affect the way people
Bro.
look at.
This is boring. Let's make it interesting for the listeners. Come on.
You know what? What am I doing? You're right. What's up, guys?
Welcome to the Articulation Cohorts. Today, we're going to talk about our labels and how it's important in different ways.
Yeah, let's get into it. But first, make sure you smash that like button.
Oh, yeah.
Hit the subscribe button.
yeah.
And click that bell.
Ding, ding, ding.
For notifications so you can watch all of our podcasts.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just. I'll start off. I'll start off with me.
Yeah.
To me, I honestly think that I'm the magician.
The magician.
Yeah, the magician.
Okay. All right. Explain it.
Let me cook.
Okay.
All right.
I'll let you cook.
So the magician, right? They kind of go through life. They have superior knowledge, thoughtfulness, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Maybe not superior knowledge, but they like to be well.
I don't think that when I think of you.
Read.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Okay.
All right, pal. No, still. They like to be well read, well rounded in classes and stuff. And I honestly I think that that's synonymous with me. I think I'm a very smart individual. I'm a thoughtful thinker. You know, I mess up at times, but we're human, you know, it kind of happens, right?
And magicians kind of like go through like problems and they go through it and they be strong, right?
Yeah,
Is that what you
they'll
think,
think through a solution and stuff like that, and I think that really kind of relates to me, to be honest.
Okay. I mean, it's a stretch. No, I'm kidding. I get it.
Yeah. What about you, Sal? What kind of archetypes do you think you're looking with?
For me, I think of myself as like an explorer. Hear me out, okay?
An explorer? All right, that's interesting. That's an interesting.
It's
thought.
interesting. I have
hear it,
evidence to back it up.
All right, proof.
All right, listen. Explorers, they don't live life with like, be comfortable and not, want to try new things. But for me, I think I do, okay? And, I mean, I'll tell stories later. But, like, I don't think of myself as some dude who's just boring all the time, at least. I try to, like, try new things and, like, explore. Maybe not always exploring, like, I don't know, walking outside on hikes all the time and not that kind of literal exploring. But, like,
Well, there's different types of exploring. You know, there's the explorer is very varies person to person.
Yeah,
know?
it's not like I'm exploring different video games. I'm actually like I like to like try new things and all that stuff and all that good stuff. I don't know. That's just what I feel like I am. I'm not some person who's just sitting stone and comfortable. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Nah, I like trying new things and like actually being like a person to try to find who I am.
Yeah, and honestly, it's a little weird, but like. You know, some of the conversations I'd have with other people, that's not what other people would say about you. You know, they kind of say you were more of a joker, a jester.
Yeah. Some people do think of me as like that. I guess like I always do that, like in classes or whatever. I make some jokes and stuff. I'm not like some serious dude. I don't know. That's how I am on the outside to people, probably, like, because I do like enjoying life and like not just I don't know, sitting there and just being boring and just being totally serious all the time.
Yeah.
I like making people laugh too, but
I feel like that's also a part of exploring. You know, you're testing out like what makes you happy in life, and that's kind of part of it too, right? For me, I mean, most people would probably look at me and think ruler as my archetype, like a ruler. Yeah, a ruler is someone who kind of goes through life very controlling, very leadership based, right? Very powerful, but also very like demanding of people around them. And I mean, while there's qualities of me that kind of coexist with that, I don't think, honestly, I really don't think that that's kind of me. I try to be, more of a nicer person, hopefully, and steer clear of control. I don't really want control, to be honest.
yeah, like when you lead the lines in like soccer or something. That's the leadership right there.
Yeah,
or,
absolutely.
Or maybe when you do like the 1, 2, 3 Falcons.
Yeah. Speaking of, like, that takes me to my first antidote. I mean, most people, right? Like I said, think I'm the leader, the control freak, right? I mean,
yeah.
Sometimes in soccer, you'll get a random comment from my teammate. Oh, there's Coach Frickelton. You know, obviously I'm not a coach, but
I'm one to do that.
Yeah, like that just proves to me that people really think that I'm kind of controlling like that. I mean, but honestly, I don't see myself like that. I really don't. I just try and do the best at what I can. Like, for instance, soccer, I'm a good player. I have a lot of experience, right? And that's why I try to help out the new kids, or even just help out anybody I can, really. Like, any teammate who looks like they're struggling or needs help.
Oh, yeah. Help out the newbies. Yeah. I can see that, too. Yeah.
What about with exploring? You have any, like, anecdotes?
You know, like those couple of times we went out to eat and like we go out to some like crazy restaurant that we never gone to.
Yeah, like where we just went. Yeah.
I don't get no like, oh, I'm gonna get chicken tenders like at some Asian crazy exotic restaurant.
No, you got like, that really spicy pepper, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was just for fun. Like I don't try. I don't know. Even if I don't like it or I don't think I'm gonna like it. Like if it says like grilled octopus and everyone's like, ew. Like I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. You're gonna try it? Yeah, I'm gonna try it. And, you know, maybe I don't like it and I'll sit through it, but at least it's expand my boundaries a little bit.
No, exactly. And honestly, I kind of wish I had that kind of mental attitude like you. Like, I really think I should push past my boundaries a little more. It could help me as a person, right? Like,
yeah, and you know, eating food and stuff isn't that important. Well, for some of us, but like, you know, food isn't like, you know, the craziest thing that defines me. But that I think that's a pretty like, I don't know.
No, there's
focused story.
Yeah, there's other things to it too. But that's a good way to like explore what your archetypes are and stuff. A lot of people, you know, kind of find things through food.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I don't eat food all the time. I mean, some people do, but some people I know. But like, you know, I don't know. I thought that was a good example of how it happens.
Yeah, I mean, and for me, like another example I would say is probably, you know, sometimes in classes, right? Like we'll do, for instance, like labs, right?
Oh yeah.
It's a very team or not team, but like you need everybody to kind of work together and put in equal effort in order to do stuff. And at times, I mean, I will admit I can get a little, you know, try and guide the process along by telling people what to do and stuff. And it can get controlling, absolutely.
True, that's true.
But honestly, like, I feel like I don't do that too much.
No,
like,
yeah, it's just like that thing when like if you do it only a couple times, people are gonna be like, Frick is a ruler, or like, maybe not like a ruler, but like Frick's controlling, Frick's whatever, and they crack jokes about it, and like, I get it, but like it's not your whole thing.
No, exactly, and that's what like I'm just trying to, you know, I'm trying to guide that process along to help me, you know, increase my get better grades, you know, do things just better in general, help out my team, my lab group by you know doing that lab and finishing it.
Yeah. Yeah, even though I can slack off in the lab a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes, but
yeah, but you get us on track though.
Exactly.
It's not something that's bad.
There's a difference between controlling and keeping us in the right direction.
Speaking of bad things, I'm gonna segue us into it. What do you think are like some stigmas of you know, like being a ruler, or maybe what you think you are instead of what other people think?
Honestly,
like the magician.
The magician. There are definitely some stigmas. I mean, for instance, the stigma that we don't really like to try new things. I mean, you know, it's definitely because it causes unexpected reactions and other things among that. Like, for instance, consequences. Right? If I were to take a leap of faith, maybe. Right, like for instance, you ate that pepper, or that fried octopus, right?
You're like, hell no.
Like, yeah, exactly, because I don't know what it's gonna taste like, so I might not want to try it as a fear of like, you know, oh, what if I don't like it? What if I don't like it?
Or like smart decisions, explorers kind of just like,
why
not?
It's not always a bad thing, you know. It's not always right. Like, I mean, and what do you think for explorers? Like, what do you think?
Well, like, not just because of, like, something that ruins my attention span, like TikTok, but seriously, though, like, if I'm not trying something new or whatever, you can get bored, like, as in, like, somebody who's, like, more of an explorer, like, say that, like, I'm in a trapped in a room, anybody would want to get out, but, like, especially me, I guess, or anybody who's an explorer, you know, they want to get out and, like, I don't know, like, not be in a confined space, or even Even if they're like talking to somebody and, you know, they're not allowed to, I don't know, speak freely or something. That's kind of me. I don't want to say explore different things, but like I don't know. I just want to be able to do something different than just the same old.
Yeah. You know what? All of this exploring, it's making me think about dungeons. And you know what I think about when I think about dungeons?
What do you think about when you think about dungeons?
When I think about dungeons,
what do you think
I
about?
think about,
Yep.
I think about Gandalf from Lord of the Rings.
Sorry, bud.
You know, exploring, magic, all that stuff. Speaking of magic, I think that Gandalf is a magician, just like me. I think I can relate to him.
He's a magician, but are you Gandalf?
Oh, I am him.
All right, prove it to me.
All right. Well, for instance, right, Gandalf has a luscious beard. I have the best facial hair in the school. We all know that. But also, he's just a very wise, knowledgeable man, a very wise person. He's got a lot of power and a lot of control. He's a very strong leader and has strong character, which I think all suit me. I think those characteristics are a very good example of me.
All right. A little bit of a stretch.
Oh,
but
really?
I'd say,
all right, you tell me. Who do you think?
All right. Well, in the book I just read, Little Brother. Okay, Marcus. He says like a pretty cool quote. He says, when you tell people that their choices don't matter, they start to believe it, and like that's something like the opposite of an explorer. Like, if you're just told to do whatever and not to explore boundaries and go like beyond and do whatever. You're just gonna be stuck like that and like manipulated and stuff. But somebody who's like an explorer, like will not be confined to those like stupid decisions and stupid thoughts and stuff, and think outside the box.
Yeah, so you're almost saying like you gain power or aura from someone trying to beat you down or oppress you or tell you can't do something.
I'd say like plus 500 aura.
Yeah, not as much aura as Gandalf though. Let's be honest.
I mean, that's for you to think.
All right.
But okay.
Gandalf is also a really strong leader, and seeing as I'm literally Gandalf, right?
Oh,
yeah, I'm Gandalf.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna give some advice to people who think they're magicians like me.
Oh, okay.
For those of you who really seek the knowledge in life, seek greatness, seek some power, but really just want to live a good life, knowing a lot of things, seeking the truths of the world, right? For those of you doing that, I say stay in your own lane, do your thing, right?
Ooh.
There are gonna be a lot of people who try to slow you down.
Yeah.
All these haters, all these people, they'll call you nerds.
We getting real now.
Yeah, they're gonna say things to try and bring you down. But you know what magicians do?
What do they do?
You know what Gandalf does?
What does he do?
He stands back up.
Oh my God.
He stands up. And he continues to do his thing until he was able to become one of the most powerful wizards in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I mean, he might have been the most powerful wizard in the Lord of the Rings. I mean, let's be honest, right?
Yeah.
And you know what he did? He did everything I just said.
Yeah.
He is the epitome of a magician.
And he is you.
Yeah.
He aspires to be you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Not have that realization. That is absolutely absurd. That's crazy. But I'm gonna talk about my advice. Okay, enough of you yapping. Okay, listen. So first off, of me being like a jester and stuff, not always. You don't have to always crack jokes, but like enjoy the moments that you have and stuff, because like. Even if something like you find school boring or something, which it usually is, but there's fun moments, but you can make it all fun. I mean, you can't make lectures that fun, but you can make you can crack some jokes, you can have some fun, you can do that, and then you can not be like, dang, that year sucked. You can be like, remember like those fun times I had. I don't know. You don't have to look down on everything if you actually enjoy life. And like, that's a better way of doing it, and not just being some boring bum, like Frick would be.
Right.
Okay. But no. I think that's true. And also, like, being an explorer and all that, like, don't, like, what I think is don't live life rinse and repeat. Don't just live like that video game shirt, like, wake up, eat pizza, play video games, go to sleep, wake up. Like, okay, don't please don't live like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, explore new things, be yourself, and like explore new things to see who you want to be. Because you're never gonna know who you want to be by just eating chicken tenders all day.
You know what? That's a great line.
Yeah.
You're never going to find out who you want to be in life.
Yeah.
If you just sit at home and eat
Chicken
chicken tenders all day.
That's what I've been saying, man. All day, every month, every year. Okay? Okay. But like that's what I've been saying. Okay? But Matt, listen, we've been talking for quite a bit about our different, archetypes. But what I want to ask you is, are these labels, what you want to be known as? Do you like them? What do you think? What do you feel about them?
I don't know. On one hand, I feel like, they kind of help me define who I want to be as a person, right? They can be used as a tool to figure out my path in life. But as I get older and I start to figure that out,
True.
They all start to mesh together.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Like, it really doesn't matter. Because I'm all of them and none of them at the same time.
Ooh.
I have stigmas for some,
Yeah.
no stigmas for others.
Yeah, okay.
I show more traits for some, I show less traits of others. But in all fairness, I think I'm all of them.
Okay.
And that being said, though, I don't mind being known as a magician, right? Very knowledgeable person, a very well-read, well-spoken, well-written, everything person, right?
You're just the best, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I'm Gandalf. Literally Gandalf.
You are literally
Now,
Gandalf.
that being said,
I agree with that.
That also
Definitely.
being said, like, how would you consider yourself? How would you feel being called an explorer? How do you feel being called the
Jester?
Yeah, the jester.
I mean, honestly, I think it's like good things because I think it's more good than bad. Because Jester, I talked about it. The different bad things and bad effects of being a jester, like people not taking you seriously and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
But it's still fun being or at least trying to some people, like lighten up their day, be funny and all that stuff, instead of just like being totally serious. And also like being an explorer, like I don't know, I'd rather be an explorer than just do the same thing every day or be fine with what's comfortable. Like I mean, I'm not calling myself some U.S. Marine, okay, because I'm not. But I'm not. I don't know. I'm not the type of guy to do that.
You're just not trying to sit at home all day and play video games, and that's for some people. That's what they want to do. That's totally okay.
Yeah.
For most,
yeah.
No, it's not. I mean, everybody deserves to kind of live life how they see fit.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of brings us to our conclusion. I think that's kind of the moral, is that everybody is their own person. Everybody is all the archetypes and none of the archetypes at the same time.
They're like specific, yeah.
Based on their character, based on who they want to be, they're their own person, right? And that kind of shows, like, through us, through your want to explore, but also kind of chill sometimes, or my want to get that knowledge, get that bag, but
maybe
also
control a little bit, but like not a bad way all the time.
And even just taking that leap and jumping down the cliff or whatever,
Oh yeah,
stuff like that.
Definitely.
I think that's.
You're such a good leader. If you jumped off a bridge, I would jump off with you. Okay.
Obviously into water, nothing bad.
Like a 4 feet tall bridge kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not the Golden State Bridge.
Never jump off that bridge.
No, guys, never jump off of a bridge that high. But please, okay, we are getting to the end, so
I think it's time for some closing remarks. So
yeah, please.
I'm just gonna say it, put it out there real quick, because we can't end off without it. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ding that bell!
Ding, ding, ding!
Get more notifications for our podcast.
The Articulation Cohorts, baby!
This has been Matt Frick and Sal Marinello with another banger.
Oh yeah!
And now it's time to say peace out!
Holy flip.